Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys a really simple tip that you guys can follow in order to double your kills in Fortnite. And as well for the gameplay in the background, it is a 27 kill gameplay I had in squads. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. If you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you need to do is to drop a like on this video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on my notifications, and leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And as well, if you guys don't already, make sure you guys have me added and supported as a creator. It's super simple to do. All you need to do is go to the item shop, then just tap X and hit support a creator, and then type in my code. It's the same as my gamer tag. Just type in Young Humor and you will have me added and supported as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to double your kills in Fortnite. And when it comes to increasing the amount of kills you get, it's honestly not too hard. You kind of just have to change your playstyle a little bit. And there's definitely a few things that you want to do if you want to increase the amount of kills that you get in a game. And for this game in particular, like I said earlier, it is a 27 kill game that I had in squads. And there's been one thing in particular that I've started doing a lot more recently, because back in my earlier videos, back from all the way season 5, maybe even season 6, I was really only getting like 13, 14 kills at most, maybe 15 if it was a really good game for me. But now I'm dropping 20 bombs pretty much every single day, high 20 bombs, and for the reason of that being, of course I think HP per kill has a huge play in it, but even before that I was still dropping 20 bombs pretty regularly. And with that being said, there's one thing that I've been doing that has really increased the amount of kills I've been getting every single game, and that one thing is say off spawn. And this can be really applied to off spawn, maybe mid game or even late game. It's basically just knowing how to loot quickly in this game and knowing how to loot fast, and that could be anything from landing at a building, grabbing pretty much the only thing that you need, and then pushing people, or it could be just be getting right after a kill, and then you know exactly where you want to get, and as soon as you kill them, grab their loot and then push the next team. And learning how to loot very quickly in this game is going to be the best tip I can give you guys when it comes to increasing the amount of kills you get every single game. Because if you don't know how to loot quickly, you're going to get stuck coming off spawn with 4 or 5 kills. But if you know how to loot quickly, and for me in this gameplay, I know I kind of cut out at the beginning, but I pretty much just grabbed a weapon, jumped to the bottom of the building, and then immediately started challenging the guys that were below me. And I was able to pick off 2 or 3 players just because I did that. And if I would have fully looted the entire building, then it would have taken me pretty much a lot longer, and I doubt I would have gotten those kills. So this really is another thing. And with HP per kill in the game and mats per kill, honestly you shouldn't even be looting your entire building. You should honestly just be looting just enough to get maybe a shotgun and maybe an AR, an SMG. Pretty much just all you need. You don't really need to loot up for a lot of shield or really do too much, because a lot of times if you can just get that one kill, you're already going to have shield. And a lot of players in tilted towers and a lot of players off spawn are all going to be rushing to try to get shield as well. So you can take that as an advantage to try to get more kills where everyone else is still looting up. And if you learn how to push quickly and just grab what you need, you're going to be able to get so many more kills here in Fortnite. And back when I first started playing Fortnite, that really was the reason why I wasn't getting as many kills as I do now, because I was fully looting buildings, and then after I cleared out an entire area, if there was any, or pretty much if there was any other unlooted buildings, then I would loot those as well. But now in Fortnite, I really don't care too much if I have a green AR or if I have a SCAR. And to be completely honest, the only gun that I would honestly care about rarity is when it comes to the pump shotguns, because the green pump and the blue pump are completely different. The blue pump shotgun hits for 100 damage and the green one hits for 95, which is going to be a huge difference if you're running up against a guy with full HP, because one of the shotguns is going to be able to hit in one shot and knock them, and the other one isn't. So that's the only kind of rarity that I honestly care about. Other than that, when it comes to ARs, as long as I have an M16, I really don't care. I would obviously prefer to have a SCAR or a heavy AR, but if I'm already kind of leaving tilted, I'm not going to go back if I see a weapon that I could have picked up. And that's also another thing that I do as well, is I'll have times where I'm leaving tilted with 6, 7, or even 8 kills, and I have 150 HP. And I look back in tilted towers and I see a slurp juice, or maybe I see a half shield, and honestly I'm not even going to go back for it because I'm already kind of leaving tilted. And that's really is the key to dropping more kills, is you don't want to waste too much time getting all that stuff, because 150 HP is going to be more than enough HP for me to go and push a lot of teams. Running around on 100 HP is kind of risky, and I probably would go back for the 50 shield if I only had 100, but if I'm at 150 or even more than that, I'm not going to be worrying about the big shield too much, because I know the next next team that I'm going to run into, a lot of them are going to have shield because of the HP per kill. A lot of people have extra shields laying around. So even if you don't have shield or extra shield laying around coming out of tilted or coming out of whatever you land at, it doesn't really matter a ton. Just because the next team that you're going to be running into, and for me, I've been playing a lot of solo squads, so for sure the next team I'm running into, at least one of them is going to have some sort of extra shield, whether that be minis, big pot, or maybe even a slurp. So there's bound to be one player with at least a little bit more HP, and that's going to be the case pretty much every single fight. So even if you don't have extra shield laying around, it really doesn't matter. More than likely, you're going to find more shield running into the next team. And I've said this before in other videos, but if you want to get more kills, then squad is going to be your go-to game mode. And the reason being is because in a game like solos, in a game like duos, you're not going to be finding as many people. Well, in duos, you can find quite a bit of people. It wouldn't be too difficult to drop a 20 bomb, but I think playing in squads is going to be a lot easier, just because in squads, there's going to be teams of 4, and in solos, only teams of 1. And it's a lot harder to find one player than it is to find 4 people grouped together. And honestly, in solos, it's kind of a pain to fight people who are also in a solo game, because the reason being, because in a solo game, a lot of players play really slow, they play really defensive. In a game like squads, when other people have their teammates, there are going to be a lot more people in the open, more people running around and not playing as smart. So that's also another reason why squads can be so easy to drop high kill games, because people aren't going to be boxed in as much, and it's going to be a lot easier to get off kills and get off shots on other players. And as well, on top of that, if you can get a knock on one of the players or do a lot of damage, a lot of times they're going to back off a ton, because if you get a knock on one of the players in a squad game, there's at least going to be one other teammate going for the revive, and if you can knock that player and as well thirst them, then you're going to get a little bit more mats and a little bit more HP from that player. And one thing that I like to do in squad games is I like to bait players who are knocked, and I really don't like to bait players if I'm going against a 1v4 and I only have one of the players knocked, because a lot of times their other teammates are going to build up on me and the other guy is for sure going to get the revive off, because I'm not going to be able to get down there. But if I'm fighting in a gunfight and it's like a 1v2 or maybe even a 1v3, it really depends, then of course from time to time I'll just pretty much just bait the other players out to go for the revive so I can have a wide open shot on them, because a lot of players are going to be begging their teammates to revive them, which is going to set you up for a huge advantage to get a lot of easy shots on the other player, because they're going to be really determined to get that revive off, and it's going to be very simple to kill them. So also another really good tip to increase the amount of kills you get, and this is something that really messed me up. I had a 29 kill game just the other day, and it messed me up because there's one thing that I should have done that would have allowed me to get the 30 kill game, and that would be, so basically in that game I had, I think it was probably like 22 or 23 kills, something like that, with like 10 people left. I really don't even remember exactly what the numbers were, but basically long story short is, so there was a team in front of me, a full team of 4, and that team was by Salty, and close to the river that's sort of next to Tilted Towers, if you guys know what I'm talking about, there was 2 teams that just started a fight, and what I should have done instead of fighting the team of 4, because I ended up killing all 4 of the players, but what I should have done instead is I should have just left that team be and push the other 2 teams that were fighting, because there was 3 teams left and there was 2 teams that were fighting. I should have pushed over in that gunfight, and I could have potentially had the 30 kill game in that one, but instead I ended up playing the other way, and I got the team that was on me. There was 4 players, killed all 4 of them, and then I rotated over and then killed 3 more for the 29 kill game. But I pretty much for sure would have had 30 if I would have rotated over in the first place, and that's what I should have done. So that's also a really good tip for you guys to use, is if you kind of split between which teams to fight, it's always going to be best to challenge the teams that are fighting, and then after that go challenge the team that isn't fighting, because the team that isn't fighting, you know for sure they're not going to be dead, and if you can kill those players, then you're going to have even more kills, and that really just what it comes down to. I really wouldn't even worry about dying in that situation. You always want to try to play for the most amount of kills possible, and that's exactly what I'm doing, because it definitely would have been harder if I went for the challenge on the third party team and then I went over to challenge the team 1v4. I feel like that would have been a little bit harder, but at the same time I'd rather have a gameplay where I die with 29 kills that I could have had 30 than have a gameplay where I die with 29 kills or pretty much have 26 kills with like 3 people left and then not being able to drop the 30 because I played a little bit slow and a little bit too more passive. So I'd rather have that happen than pretty much not be able to drop the 30. So for that gameplay, I should have played it a little bit different, but is what it is. A 29 kill gameplay is still pretty insane. And with that being said, that's all I have for this video. I'm gonna let the rest of the gameplay play out. But anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. And if you guys could, drop a like in this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.